You're welcome back. I'm Ife Chukumoyela with the news. Now, President Bola Tinubu has called for unity and reconciliation, urging Ogoni people to set aside historical grievances and work together to achieve peace, development, and a clean environment. The president said this when he held a closed-door meeting with a delegation of Ogoni leaders led by River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara on Tuesday. The president said his administration would prioritize peace, justice, and sustainable development in the area.
We cannot in any way rewrite the history, but we can correct some anomalies going forward. Let us put the grievances of the past aside. It cannot heal the wounds, but I know what to do in the memory of our beloved ones so that their sacrifices will not be in vain.
Earlier in the meeting, Governor Fubara expressed readiness to support the president in achieving the resumption of oil exploration in Ogoniland.
Love we have for you, the respect we have for you, is just for you to say, you're behind that meeting, we should go back and continue the consultation with a timeline so that this issue of oil, resumption of oil operation in Ogoniland will commence. I can assure you that will give you all the necessary support to make you succeed in this assignment that other government has failed to achieve.
The National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu also spoke at the meeting.
The presence of this delegation is a testament to the Ogoni people's readiness to engage constructively in the pursuit of peace, justice, and a sustainable development. Their willingness to participate in this dialogue reflects a shared hope for meaningful progress and enduring solutions.
Now, after the meeting, the Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas Lawal, spoke to newsmen about the government's plan on this.
Remediation, what is the most important area we are trying to add? 36 sites. They have been completed and they have been certified as immediately conducive for people to continue doing that. In the area of mangrove, so far we have planted more than 2 million seedlings of mangrove during the last 6 months, and we're still on that.
Also present at the meeting was the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Esomike, who is the immediate past governor of the state, Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Mele Kyari, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, and other ministers and aides. After the meeting, Tinubu directed the National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, to coordinate negotiations with various parties within Ogoniland and the oil-rich Niger Delta area to resume oil production in the area. The meeting came after a coalition of civil society organizations demanded an allocation of 1 trillion naira from the federal government for the cleanup of the Niger Delta and compensation for lost livelihoods before the resumption of crude oil production in Ogoniland. The meeting comes amid the ongoing tension between Governor Fubara and the FCT minister, who were once political allies. Meanwhile, President of Ogoni Liberation Initiative, Douglas Fabeke, has appealed to the federal government to hasten up in implementing the content in the Ogoni Bill of Rights before resuming oil exploration in Ogoniland. Dr. Douglas was reacting to the invitation of Ogoni leaders to a closed-door meeting in Abuja to discuss oil resumption in Ogoniland by the federal government through the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. Mr. Fabeke explained that he did not attend the meeting because there have been several such meetings held in the past without considering the interests of the grassroots, which he represents. Dr. Fabeke appealed to the National Security Advisor, who he described as an intelligent man, to prioritize only the information in the Ogoni Bill of Rights, as it contains key solutions to Ogoni problems. He said his organization, Ogoni Liberation Initiative, will continue to stand on the path of truth and protect the interest of the Ogoni people. Moving on, the River State Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service says it arrested 94 illegal immigrants for suspected cyber crimes. The River State Comptroller of the NIS, Yi Abdul Majid, who disclosed this in Port Harcourt on Tuesday, said their arrest followed credible intelligence. He said the suspect perpetrated the crime at different levels of swindle unsuspecting Nigerians. He said their profiling revealed that 85 of them are Cameroonians, 5 Chadians, and 4 Nigerians. Mr. Abdul Majid said the suspected cyber criminals were arrested in collaboration with other sister security agencies at their hideout in the state. He said all 90 foreigners gained access into the country through an authorized entry point, pointing out that none of them presented residence cards or any form of traveling document after interrogation. He also said 2 other Nigerians from Rivers State who provided accommodation for them were also being named. And now, police have arrested 5 suspected cultists for allegedly beating a 34-year-old man, Roland Horsfall, to death after accusing him of generating a fake alert for hard drugs he purchased from them in the Trans-Amadi area of Port Harcourt. The spokesperson for the State Police Command, Grace Iringekoko, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday. SP Iringekoko disclosed that after his abduction and death, the miscreants, who were members of a dreaded cult group, still collected ransom from the victim's distraught mother, but little did she know that her son was no more. She further said the suspect thereafter demanded the sum of 2.5 million naira from her before freeing Horsfall, during which she now demanded to speak with her son and alerted the police when she became suspicious, saying the operative immediately swung into action. Still to come, Port Harcourt residents react to telecom tariff hike. Stay with us. The news. The principal Ojoho of Rumewara Oroigwe in Obiakpo local government area of River State, Kingdom Ogunka, has urged the public and government at all levels to disregard rumors of crisis in Rumewara community. Addressing journalists, he said the tenure of the serving executives of Rumewara Youth Council will end on February 11th, adding that an electoral body has been constituted to usher in new electives. The Kingmaker also expressed confidence in the ability of the Electoral Committee to conduct a peaceful and credible election. He warned those peddling reports of a breakdown of law and order in the community to desist.
There's no problem in Rumewara, and there will be no problem in Rumewara. We don't carry award as a peaceful community 2 times in Obiakpo. So any person carrying news that there's problem in Rumewara is not a fact at all, and it can't happen like that. The chairman have bring Eneco to the elders of the community. The elders of the community view everything. Everything is okay, 100%. All what we are saying that election of youth in Rumewara will go free and fair, and there will be no problem. Elders of the community are ready to make sure that the election go free and fair as we do before. There's no problem in the community.
Away from that, the leadership of the Ijaw National Congress INC Bile clan in Degema local government area of River State has accused the Amayanabo of Torusarama Piri, also known as Elim Kalabari Asare Dokobo, of attempting to claim their territory. The financial secretary of Bile clan INC Adokie Levi Akinda, who spoke on behalf of the chairman during a press conference, alleged that Mr. Dokobo is using his newly recognized traditional title to trespass into territory that belongs to the Wile people.
They're not also worried about that his occupier, Al-Haji Mujahid Asare Dokobo, who is using his new office to foster his territorial expansion tendencies by encroaching into or annexing existing settlement belonging to the Bile Kingdom people, will result in conflict. The news in the common police is that the said Al-Haji Mujahid Asare Dokobo has willfully trespassed into Bile Kingdom territory, affecting or conducting unlawful surveys aimed at establishing his territorial map with a deliberate intention to annex Bile.
Now, he, however, urged relevant government authorities, including Governor Fubara, to urgently intervene to stop the pending communal crisis in the Kalabari axis of the state.
And we don't intend in any way at all to waste the lives of Ijaw youths as a result of communal clashes. We are therefore asking the prompt and timely intervention of the state government in this issue, that if this matter is not properly addressed and if Asare Dokobo is not called to order, it will lead to a conflict. And we are not interested. This is the mindset of the entire Bile people. We are not interested in shedding innocent blood. We are not interested in trading with the blood of Ijaw youth, because that Asare Dokobo has trespassed again in annexing Bile territory into Kalabari territory.
Some members of the INC Bile clan also spoke to correspondent Biwari on this.
When we had the crisis then, that 1998 to 2001 and thereabouts, this same Asare Dokobo, under the platform of IYC, came to us, took oath, trust that he was not going to engage in any fight whatsoever with the Bile people.
Tending to bring chaos. Now that he belongs to the Traditional Ruler Council of Rivers State, let the chairman of the Rivers State Traditional Ruler Council call Asare to order. You are here, your position is to maintain peace and order, is not to cause trouble.
We are here to enjoy what our forefathers keep for us, the oil in our territory. That is the motive of Alhaji Asare Dokobo coming in to claim territory, that the oil belongs to Bile people who wants to enjoy the oil our forefathers keep to us.
The Amayanabo of Torusarama Piri is here to respond to messages sent to him on this. And now, the Amayanabo of Kula Kingdom in Akokotoro local government area of River State, King Kroma Eleki, has called on the Board of Trustees of the Kula Host Community Development Trust under the NNPC/Belema Oil joint venture to promote unity and cooperation. Speaking to a correspondent at the end of a strategic meeting with the chairman and members of the board, King Eleki urged the board to avoid divisive actions and prioritize peace and development in the kingdom.
They should not do any major project now. So they should hold on until when everything comes full swing. I also advise them there should bitterness. They should forget about themselves. They should think of the community as a whole. So that at the end of the day, they will be applauded. They should only think of what will bring development, what will bring progress to the community. And they should also realize that we are all one. Whether you call yourself Belema, you call yourself Ngeje, you call yourself Buru, we all are living in one place. So we should eschew that divisive tendency which has hindered our progress.
The chairman of the Board of Trustees of Kula Host Community Development Trust of the NNPC, Belema Oil JV, David Emine Olo, also spoke on this.
We are going to go into so many projects according to our level. So we're thinking of human capital projects and rural development. These are things we hope to do for the community. And before we do that, definitely there will be engagement with the community to get their buy-in. We are servants who come to serve the community. We come to manage the fund and to give accounts to the community. So definitely we are transparent and we'll be accountable. And we thank the founder and president of Belema Oil, Engineer Teng Chaklish, UN, who has been so magnanimous to the community, his people.
The chairman of Ahoda West Local Government Area of River State, Iyeko Iboro, has announced a 2-week event to mark his 100 days in office. The activities, which include the commissioning of key projects and groundbreaking ceremonies, will kick off today with a reception in Akinima for over 500 new members of the Simplified Movement, alongside the commissioning of a rebranded DSS office building. Other activities include the unveiling of 1,000 school desks for distribution, the foundation laying for a new primary school in Mbiama, and the handover of rehabilitated power transformers to restore electricity in Akinima, Ubarama, and Okaki communities. It also includes the commissioning of the NYSC Lodge in Idu-Ebe, the Odioku Women Hall, and the revamped Odireke Ubie Community Water Project, the inauguration of the reconstructed fence and power facility at the palace of late Eze Robinson O. Robinson, the groundbreaking ceremony for the Ubie Youth Assembly Secretariat. The Ahoda West Local Empowerment Day will also be held on the 7th of February, while a Thanksgiving service at First Baptist Church is scheduled for the 9th of February. In other news, some residents of Port Harcourt have criticized the recent 50% increase in telecom tariff. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, some said the hike will place additional financial burden on citizens. Others said the rise in prices will force them to reduce their call time.
Looking at the rising cost of the tariff, it's really saddening. Looking at the current situation of the economy, everything is going on the high side, and out of all things, the increasing tariff rather going to make it worse. For me personally, it's unfair. It's going to make me reduce my call rates.
It's just like every single thing is increasing in this country. The cost of living, the cost of every single thing, honestly, and I don't think it even makes any sense. It's crazy because from 50% now, they might increase it to 70% to 80%. Like, why? Why the increment? Now, if you recharge 100 naira, you cannot even call and talk as much as you used to like 3 or 4 years back. And now they've increased.
It is unacceptable. They should reduce it back to the normal price.
Catch details about the telecom tariff hike and more in the business news at 7. We go on another short commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the news.
We, the executives and members of the River State Indigenous Muslim Community, do hereby commend you, the Executive Governor of River State, His Excellency Sir Dr. Ama Opusadebo Simnalai Joseph Ubara GSSRS, for your development strides in the state, and particularly remembering we, the Indigenous Muslim Community, and taking us along in your administration. We are highly grateful to you.
And now on the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship faced a series of illegal challenges on Tuesday from a lot of state and civil rights groups. It signals that the effort could be tied up in court and unlikely to take effect next month as planned. A coalition of 18 states, including New Jersey, New York, and California, filed a lawsuit in Massachusetts, saying the order violates the constitutional rights of thousands of children and imposes undue cost on local jurisdictions that would lose federal funding tied to Medicaid and children's health insurance. The District of Columbia and City of San Francisco also joined that filing. Another group of states, Arizona, Oregon, Illinois, and Washington, filed a separate legal challenge Tuesday afternoon in Seattle. Now that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. President Tinubu has called for reconciliation in closed-door meeting with Governor Fubara, the FCT minister, and Ogoni leaders. Port Harcourt residents are reacting to the telecom tariff hike. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump's birthright citizenship order is facing a series of lawsuits. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 72.
The show continues.
I'm Ifechuku Moyali. Many thanks for listening.
Take your career to the next level. Welcome to Bishop Marine Academy, your one-stop shop.